The lights are finally on at Darien High School for today's girls volleyball CIAC quarterfinal matchup. The Greenwich Cardinals taking on Darien Blue Wave. The Blue Wave looking to keep their undefeated record of 18-0 as the Cardinals head into this game 16-4. Alongside me is our volleyball expert, Braden Shank. Braden, good to have you on today. What do you expect from both of these teams today?
Connor, it's a pleasure to be back with you. Volleyball expert might be a little bit of a stretch, but I'll take it. I think this is going to be a hard-fought game. This is the third time these teams are meeting this season. They met in the regular season. Darien took that 3-0. Then they met in the FCIAC semifinals, which Greenwich did get a set on Darien. The first set they lost all season, but 3-1 Darien did prevail. So the Blue Wave looking for the hat trick here today, and Greenwich looking to advance back to the state semifinals.
And we're just getting all set up right now for the first serve of the game.
I think this match is really going to come down to who can stay in their own head and play volleyball out there, play to the very end. Volleyball is a mental game nonetheless, especially when you got a team like Greenwich. They went out, took that set against Darien in the FCIAC semifinals, threw the Blue Wave off. They were able to come back in the fourth set, take care of business, and that's something that this Darien side really emphasized. And when talking with head coach Lori LaRusso, she's going in doing a job today, looking to get the job done in 3 sets and trying to come out of Darien with a win today.
And Aubrey Moore, the junior, is going to start things off for the Wave on this serve. Darien looking to make a play, and that was a great save right there by Catherine Ford, the junior from Greenwich. And that's going to be a point awarded to the Wave. That was Aubrey Moore, the junior, who will take the serve again.
You got to give credit to Catherine Ford on that one. The nice pancake save, keeping it alive for the Cardinals. Not able to win the point, but still a good save from Ford.
And Gillespie looking for something, not going to get it. And a big point right there for the Greenwich Cardinals. That was Jennifer Andaya.
Andaya's really been a player for this Greenwich team now in her second year. She didn't see much time last year for the Cardinals, but has been really moved into a starter role for this Cardinal team under the new head coach. And it's going to be exciting to see what she does and has done pretty much all season.
And Lucia Spanjol with the serve for the Cardinals. And Gillespie with a big spike right there for the Wave.
And I think they awarded that to Darien. Despite, I think the Cardinals thought they won that point.
We're looking for a call right there, but not going to get it. And Jillian Roach now, the senior for the Wave. And an ace for the Wave. It's going to make it 3-1.
That's a nice serve by the Colby commit, Jillian Roach.
Yep, Jillian, I believe, is the tallest player on the Darien team with a 6'1" height.
Wouldn't shock me, and she's definitely got the nice wingspan to it.
And Greenwich making a comeback right there. And now to serve for the Cardinals going to be number 10, Maggie Salibi.
Salibi's really been the big hitter on this Cardinal team this season, and she's got a nice swing to her. She's going to look to use it again, and not the very fundamental serve to her.
And a great shot right there. That was Ellie Moore, the other Alt Moore, for the Wave, putting a little bit of a swing on momentum. Savannah Leone serving for the Wave.
Leone just a sophomore, but she's one of the best servers on this Darien team.
And Greenwich stuffed right there. They get another opportunity. And Roach will send that one over to the Cardinal side. And a big save right there. That was Aubrey Moore, as the Wave put it in Cardinal territory again. And that was number 15, Jennifer Andaya, falling just a little bit short right there for the Cardinals. That'll make it 5-2. Leon will serve again.
That's just one. Andaya just didn't get the best set on it. Tried to make the best of it.
Yeah,
Couldn't quite get it over the net.
A little too low for her.
And for Darien, it's important that they keep Leon on that service line. Oh.
And that was a big play right there from Black, using all of her height right there.
That's going to be a double touch.
Yep. And Greenwich will be awarded with that one.
Yeah, but I was saying Marin Black, that is her bread and butter right there. That free ball up at the net, jumping up and just destroying it to the other side. And it's worked for her so far. She's the team leader in hitting percentage, and for good reason. And she's just a sophomore, too.
Yeah,
so
a sophomore.
You got to assume she's coming back for
yeah.
another 2 years for head coach Lori LaRusso in the Wave.
And the libero with the serve for the Cardinals.
Nice roll shot, trying to get the Cardinals off.
And stuffed right there was Gillespie right there.
Great heads-up alertness by Ford.
And Greenwich going to be awarded another point, making it 5-4.
And that's rare on Moore right there. 2 violations back-to-back. That time called for the carry. She's one of the most dominant, they're not the most dominant, the most consistent setters in the FCIAC. Won the FCIAC tournament MVP, so it's rare to see her getting 2 violations early in this one.
And Haley Giannis for the Greenwich Cardinals just served. But that was Moore, Ellie Moore, the junior, coming back for the Wave, making it 6-4. And Gillespie will be serving.
That's just a big kill on the outside right there. And you can hear the fans are fired up here.
Yeah, I mean, this is it for a lot of the teams, for both teams right now.
I was going to say, what do you classify by a lot of teams?
Yeah,
it's kind of 100% out there.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just tell there's a little bit of pressure on both sides, especially from the senior class. You know, this could be their last game.
So I feel like a better save would have been considering DAF the 3rd team out here and that we're not done. But I see you just admitted to it. I respect that. Served by Ursic. Great save by Leon.
And Gillespie is not going to get it. And that's going to make it 6-6.
And that's going to get Greenwich fired up right there, tying this at 6 and stopping the attack of Leilani Gillespie, one of the state's best hitters, trying to go from the back row that time.
And Marin Black.
Great heads-up play by Marin on that one.
And she's going to do that again.
Oh.
And that went too fast for Gillespie. Now giving Greenwich the lead with a 7-6 score.
And coming into this season, Greenwich really had to fill the shoes of Sarkisian that went off to Dayton last season, but Catherine Ford has done a great job stepping up for Greenwich, as well as Salibi in the middle, filling that role of Alana Sarkisian last season, now at Dayton playing volleyball. So the Cardinals were at a hole, and they've definitely found some hitters to make up for it.
And the Wave looking for something. That's Ellie Moore. Great save by the Greenwich libero.
Just a fundamental dig by Deonis right there.
And Greenwich is not going to get that one over. Now we've got a tie game again, 7-7.
I still give Greenwich credit on that because they did the tough part of it. Deonis stepped right up to the plate on that dig, and fundamental, as I mentioned, just getting the hands low to the ground, knocking it up to Salibi, who at that time couldn't get it over the net, but Deonis is setting up her offense in best case scenario.
And Ellie Moore with the serve here.
Ford again.
And Ford's going to fall short. It's going to give Darien another lead.
And as I mentioned in the open, Connor, this match is going to be a matter of just who can stay in their own head. And right now, Greenwich has hit a little bit of a road bump. They are starting to hit the attacking arrows, and they need to now get out of it. Yeah,
we've seen Jillian Roach on the Darien side try to calm her players down after losing a point and really just keeping their momentum throughout the game. And a tough serve, and now we're going to get another tie game, Braden, at 8-8.
And for Darien, it's important just to move past that service error right there and now try to get Spaniel off the, or actually Ford rather, off the service line and try to get a nice offense going. The
5'7" senior, Catherine Ford with the serve, and that's going to be long.
That's what you can't do if you're Greenwich right there. You're given a gift. When Darien has that service error, you need to capitalize, try to go on a nice serving run of your own, and that time he's not able to do so.
Brooke Leone, the libero for the Wave.
Tough reception by Giannis.
Deep in Greenwich territory, but they're going to get that one back in the Wave zone. And Jillian with a big spike.
That's a touch.
But just a little too, touch.
It's touched.
That's why you're the volleyball expert, Braden.
Again, why do you keep calling me the volleyball expert out here?
I mean, you've known everything tonight.
What I do know is Brooke Leone has been put in this situation of playing libero for this Darien team, not the starter or the backup, but has really done a great job filling the role for Darien.
And that one's going to go to the Wave, just a little too far for senior Maggie Salibi.
As I was saying, Leone, she is mainly a hitter, but she can play the libero position, which speaks to her versatility that anywhere in the court she can make a difference, especially on that service line as she's doing so right now.
And Salibi looking for something, going to fall, looks like. And that one's going to be a Wave point. Roach stuffed Greenwich up there at the top. And we're going to take a quick break, just a quick timeout. Braden, what have you seen in this 20-point stretch?
You know, I think so far these teams are very evenly matched, and I think, like I said, those errors are going to be very costly in this one. We saw the two errors on more for Darien than on Greenwich, the attacking errors. They need to try to dumb that down and try to get back in their own game, because when both of these teams come out firing, it's one for the ages, and I think this one's going to be one for the ages anyways, but it's going to be very evenly matched this afternoon.
Yeah, these teams have seen each other twice, once in the FCIAC tournament and one in regular season. So, you know, Greenwich has seen 2 games where they've lost, and I think the point differential out of both of them, I think it was 3-0 and then 3-1. So Greenwich is definitely looking for some revenge in this game.
It is, and that one set that Darien gave up, it might seem like a set for Greenwich, but you have to look at the score. At 26-24, the Cardinals won. So it was back-to-back, neck and neck, and just one crucial call down the end really went in favor of the Cardinals, and they got the nice kill finishing it off. So the score reflects it much closer than that one that Darien had to go against them, and they did, of course, drop the 2 sets to Trumbull in the FCIAC championship and the 1 to Ludlow. So they've dropped 4 sets in the last 3 matches, but for Darien, they keep getting the match wins, and that's all they care about.
And Brooke Leone going to bring us back. And another point for the Wave. That'll make it 13-8.
I mean, I give you credit for trying. There's 2 Moores out there, 2 Leones. You kind of have
you can stop talking whenever you want, Braden.
I'm saying you do have a pretty good shot at being out there. I mean, you look at the 6 players on the court. You have the Leone twins, the Moore twins, and the 2 senior hitters, Jillian Roach and Leilani Gillespie. So it's a interesting dynamic for Darien.
And Greenwich looking for the save.
Yeah, that's too many.
And they're not going to get it. That's too many.
I mean, like I said on Darien, you got the 2 Leones and 2 Moores. You match Roach and Gillespie together. It's almost like they're playing 3 players with clones of each other out there.
Yeah, now we've got a 6-point difference. This is the largest lead we've seen all game.
And the difference is made by the libero Brooke Leone on this great service run. Good swing by Sarkisian.
And Greenwich is going to get that one, making it 14-9.
And that's one that Greenwich knew they were hitting through the block on it, just tried to get the force off the touch, and they did off of Moore's hand and off the antenna. So that's just a good swing by Salibi on the outside.
Salibi continues to make more points for the Greenwich team. And now Grace Darnell serving for the Cardinals. Now going to be 14-10.
That brings back some nostalgia of that FCIAC championship match. Darien had some problems on the serve receive right there, another one. And if Darnell can go on a nice serving run, try to force Darien's hand and put him in an unlikely situation, then they really will be bad, but you can't do that on the service error.
Yep, and Greenwich just gave one away, making it 15-10.
I mean, the saying is always that those kill any team regardless of the situation, regardless if it's 24-24 or 10-1. You can't be having a service error like that going against you. It's a free point to the other side.
And Aubrey Moore now serving for the Wave. And that one's going to be out. We've seen a lot of missed serves today, especially in this first set.
We have, and more importantly, we've seen back-to-back ones, the teams exchanging the service errors on it. And it almost nulls it in a way, the fact that you get the serve back and the score just moves up an interval, but it's still not what you like to see when you're given that gift, as I said, of the service error.
And Spain Joel serving for Greenwich. Gillespie with a great spike right there. Leilana Gillespie, the senior for the Wave.
She's been doing that all season. And again, just demolishing that volleyball over the nets. I mean, the height she gets on the jump, the velocity she puts on that ball is insane.
And now Roach serving for the Wave. And a big spike right there. That was Cassidy Bonney, the junior on Greenwich.
And Bonnie's another player on this Cardinals team that was on the team last year but didn't get the much playing time behind Jones and Sochu and Sarkisian. But as Andea has really stepped up this year for Greenwich and first-year head coach Linehan, moving the Cardinals into this quarterfinal match.
And Maggie Salivi with the serve from Greenwich. Darien looking to make a play, and they're going to get it. Ellie Moore for the Blue Wave.
Ellie Moore is just so talented on that outside. She can set, she can dig, she can spike, and it's really just a triple threat out there as she picks up the kill on that one.
And now Savannah Leone serving for the Wave. And that one's going to be out. It's another missed serve, making it 17-13.
Yeah, those are really killing Darien so far, and for Greenwich, they're now going to need to capitalize. They can't follow the trend of following it up with a service error, because then it gives Darien the ball right back. So this is Greenwich's go time if they want to try to get back in this set.
And Haley Giannis, the libero, serving for the Cardinals.
Oh!
That one just hitting the net and falling down. That one's going to be awarded for the Cardinals, making it 17-14. Now just a 3-point differential.
I mean, that's the goal of the serve right there, is to try to get it just barely over the taping and trying to trickle it. And they do that right there. I mean, it's tough to defend that when it just hits the taping like that. And it looks like the Greenwich bench getting yelled at for something. I believe the same down referee we had in Greenwich for the regular season meeting between these two.
Wow, and what a great one. That was Gillespie.
Gillespie again, right on cue. I mean, a great set from Moore, and then the great swing on the outside. Connor, we both knew coming into this, it was going to be one on the offense. Who could get the crisp pass, the nice set, and then the strong swing. And right there, Darien did all three for the trifecta and the point.
And that one denied by Marin Black.
Sarkisian, the tallest hitter out there for Greenwich, and Black, the sophomore, stepping up to the plate, saying not today, and picking up another point for her, Blue Wave.
And Gillespie will serve again, 19-14. And that one just going to fall a little bit short for Ellie Moore.
It's almost an instance for Moore where less is more in that situation. Rather than trying to go cross-court and risking it getting over the net, just go with the attack that's been working for you right down that line. Even though it might be in the sea of the Greenwich players, force them to make the dig, get the pass off, rather than not even getting it over the net.
And now we'll see what the Cardinals can do here, possibly a momentum swing.
Oh, the setter.
And what a great play right there. That was Aubrey Moore. You know, it really doesn't help that they both end in E, Braden. I mean, that's just giving us a hard time.
What does it? What?
L-E and Aubrey, not making my job easy.
I've never looked at it that way, but I guess.
You
said they both end in E, neither of them end in E. Actually, one of them does, but.
The E sound.
Yes, that, we got to be more specific on that.
And that one's going to fall short for Ford. 21-15, Darien with the serve.
And going back to that setter's point by Ellie Moore that ends in an E, as we just found out, it's one of the toughest balls to defend when the setter appears to go open, set it to the outside, but instead just moves her hands a bit, changes the angle, and then just sets it over the net. It catches the offense off guard every time.
And we're going to quick timeout. And while I get a moment, we're going to shout out my physics teacher, Mr. Louie, who's in the building tonight. Hopefully he'll give me a good grade on my quiz tomorrow.
How do you think you did on that quiz?
I don't know. I'm going to find out tomorrow. But we'll see. A lot of studying tonight. Marin Black with a play, and she's going to get it. Number 5, the sophomore Marin Black, making it 22-15, and that's going to force Greenwich to take a timeout to cool things down.
That's just a great swing, and speaking on the topic of physics, the trajectory on that ball right up, Black, the velocity, giving it to her and just slamming it to that Greenwich side. So you can't draw it up any better from Marin Black in the middle.
You can't at all. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a second. And Ellie Moore to start things up again for the Wave. And a great serve right there. Greenwich will recover, though. Or no, they won't. Just a little bit too outside for Skylar Wilson, the junior.
Sky Wilson on that one. I think she's got the coolest foot gear out on the court, hands down. But
yeah, those are something.
Yeah, they're like
we get a close-up on that.
And, I mean, we'll get that later in the match.
We'll get it, yeah, we'll get it.
It's still just a good job and a nice recovery for the Cardinals.
And Greenwich is going to get that one. I believe that was number 8, Alana Sarkisian. Sarkisian? Okay, I'll get it one day.
I get it. It's a tough name. It's a tough name.
And forward with the serve.
I mean, it's not like her sister was the MVP of girls volleyball last
year. That's why we call you the volleyball expert. And Jillian Roach will make a play for the Wave. Now 24-16, Darien knocking on the door to finish this first set.
You mentioned when it was that 3-point deficit, it was the go time for the Cardinals. They were not able to convert on it, and Darien hit that point of acceleration, and they are not looking back.
Another physics term.
Yes. I had to think about that one at first. And I even took physics last year.
And back and forth.
Great experience by Spaniel to get that one.
And that was a great great spike right there by Salivi.
Like I said, Spaniel on the pushing up against that antenna, avoiding the net, just set it over the outside and really kept the Cardinals in that point, kept the set alive, and now Cardinals are going to look to capitalize with Darnell back on the service line.
And Jillian Roach looking to finish it, not going to be able to. And Roach again. The Cardinals having some great defense. Salivi looking to make a play.
Third time's a charm, maybe?
Oh, wow, and that's going to make it 24-18. We'll see if Greenwich can make a little run right here.
And for Darien, the important thing here is just to stay in your own head. You only need one more point to win this first set. Don't get fancy with it. Just get it over the net, force Greenwich's hand, and just play it point by point.
And Roach is going to bring that one out.
Probably going to be a Darien timeout right here. Oh, no. Head coach Lori LaRusso is going to rally
LaRusso coached him up instead.
And that is that's rare for her to get out of the bench right there and cheer on the team and not call it a timeout.
That one denied. Greenwich having some great defense right now.
Got to get the communication better on that. It looked like chaos on Darien. Oh,
great play right there. Aubrey Moore will finish it out. And now the teams will switch sides. And Brandon, what do we see in that first set?
You know, I think it was the back and forth battle we knew we were going to see, but I think Greenwich didn't capitalize on their opportunities. Darien gave them the in with the service error, with the attacking errors, with the other errors they made, and they just couldn't capitalize on them. They returned that with more errors and not being able to get the ball in. So overall, I think that for Greenwich, they need to tighten that up and really fix those going into the second set. And for Darien, I think they also try to fix the errors, but more about getting the attack better.
It's girls volleyball. We'll be back in just about 3 minutes.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut. DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
And Lucia Spanjol will start the second set off.
Or Lucia Spaniel.
A Spaniel, yep, we'll get that.
Oh, no, it's more about the first name, I think. Yet again, it's not like I know. Ooh. Oh, that's a little too hard.
That one's going to be out. And Greenwich will start off by leading this set.
I'm going to stop correcting you on all these things.
Oh, no, it's good. It's good. It's all good.
It's more rhetorical. I'm not sure if I actually would have stopped.
Spanhole?
Spaniel.
Spaniel.
But the first name you completely butchered, though. You'll get it, though.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it.
And yet again, it's probably sad that I know all these by heart.
That's why you're our volleyball expert.
You keep saying that, and I keep disagreeing with that.
Great play going on right now.
Wow, what a save by Leon. That's just an unlucky break.
Greenwich going to be victorious on that one.
That's one that Greenwich just hit through the block, and
Salibi pounded that one through. And a great spike right there from Jillian Roach.
It's actually going to be null, I think, the net violation on Greenwich, but it still was a great swing.
It still
by
was
Roach.
a great spike.
Not to discourage that at all, but I think the official call was a net violation on the Cardinals. Or I guess you could say the swing was that good that she forced the Greenwich net violation on it.
I think that's what it was. And Aubrey Moore serving for the Wave. And Greenwich going to get that point, making it 3-1.
I'm going to take another look at this.
Yeah, I really don't.
Oh, it did go over. It hit
from
off
our view,
Leon.
it looked like that.
I thought it went back on the Greenwich side.
Yeah.
Especially with the 4 officials out there from the CIAC, you would think that this game would be tightly monitored, and it has been so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen any rules problems yet.
I'm not talking about rules problems. I'm talking about
Or
those close judgment calls.
you
Yes,
know.
thank you.
And that's a tough one for Greenwich, now making it 2-3.
That one just didn't look pretty from Bonnie. It's like she went up and hit it.
She went a little bit too early on that one.
Like I said, it didn't look the best, and it went just a little wide. The Cardinals were looking for the touch on it, didn't get it. Nonetheless, Darien gets to serve right back. Good dig by Giannis.
And Gillespie awarding a point for the Wave. That's going to tie it up at 3-3.
And that's what Darien's going to rely on if they want to try to get back in this set and really try to accelerate again. They're going to need their seniors, Roach and Gillespie, stepping up and continuing to lead this offense with the two sets of twins out there. Darien's really found the meshing point with the 6 players out there. Marin Black is the 7th. And if they can just keep going with that rotation, it's been working for them all year. The 18-0 this season, undefeated. You might as well keep going with it.
And that serve is a little too far for Roach. And the libero, Haley Dionis, will serve for the Cardinals. Great dig right there from Gillespie. And Ford with a great spike right there, making it 5-3.
That's one right there, Gillespie and Leon working together.
How many viewers do we have?
Thanks for muting me, by the way. I appreciate that.
That was my bad.
As I was just saying, I think that's great communication by Gillespie and Leon to keep that ball alive. You seriously are that mad at me? You're muting me now in the middle of my sentences?
I don't even know what's going on, Braden.
It's fine. I won't take it personally.
And Savannah Leon will be serving for the Wave now, 4-5.
Leon's looking to go on one of her famous serving runs right here. And that's a great way to start.
Darien tying the score again.
What I remember about Leon in the regular season is against Greenwich at Greenwich High School. She had a nice serving run in the second set. Served 4 or 5 in a row, really accelerated Darien into that second set win. And I think she actually got the winning point in the third set as well on another nice serving run. So she can make a difference anywhere on that service line.
And another great serve from Leon. Greenwich will respond. And Gillespie's going to throw that one over. And Gillespie denies Ford right there, giving Darien the lead in the second set.
And Darien, they're fired up after that one, and they need that. That's the first time I've seen the bench get that electric tonight, and it's really something I've never understood with this Darien team, how they always get beat with the energy on the bench, but right there, Gillespie makes the block, the Darien bench goes nuts, looking to keep the momentum with the Wave.
Yeah, you could hear it all across the gym.
Yeah, you got to be able to communicate on that.
Yep.
Especially when you put the set up there in the middle of the other 5 players, you need to know whose ball that is, and you can't have Ford last second sticking the hand out, trying to one-handed punch it over from the back row. That's just not going to work.
And Savannah Leon trying to keep this run going on for the Wave.
Another ace. What did I say? She can do anything when she goes on those scoring runs. This is what Darien needs. They need to take off and not look back, and they've so far, they did that in the first set, looking to continue that here.
And that one's going to be out, and that'll stop the run for the Wave, now making it 8-5.
And Ursik is going to come back in and serve for the Cardinals. Another player that played on this team last year, back for her second year, and has really been the team serving specialist, if you will. The comes in to serve and leaves the rotation, so now trying to get the Cardinals back in this set.
And a little bit of back and forth. The Wave will put it in the Cardinals zone.
They got to capitalize on this free ball, though.
And
they
will. That's Ford right there, making the play for the Cardinals.
I mean, that's what I've always never understood when Gillespie on that one, where the ball kind of just lays on her. She gets called for the carry. Is it really against her, though, when she can't do anything on that and the ball's just kind of right there?
To get away with it.
I'm not sure if she was trying to get away with it. I think she knew it was going to get called against her, but is it really an error on Darien, though?
And Moore looking for a play, not going to get it. Making the game tied again at 8-8.
And that's exactly what this Greenwich team needed. They needed to make sure that they didn't get out of it. They kept fighting through, kept trying to get back in it, and so far they've done that, now tying it back up. And this Darien fan base is now rowdy. Even a nice student section taking the trip out.
And Gillespie's going to make a play now, making it 9-8.
That's just a great alert play by Leilani Gillespie on that one, seeing the first line of Greenwich defenders just taking a little off it, going with the more of a roll shot to the back row, and caught Greenwich off guard as they pick up the 9th point.
And that one's going to be just too far right there for Salivi. And Gillespie will serve again.
(10-8) now. Gillespie's looking to keep with it. That's you got to tighten that up. You can't keep making those mistakes, especially in these tight state playoff games. It's going to kill
yeah,
you.
I mean, you think that's just nerves right now, Braden?
I think it's that, and I also think it's the fact that these teams were supposed to play on Saturday, got pushed back. They weren't really ready to play today, and I think they might have practiced on Saturday, but the day off yesterday really caught them off. There also could be some nerves. Name that Greenwich volleyball fans are familiar with, Sarkisian, making the difference in the block. That time, Alina Sarkisian. Don't think she's quite as tall as her sister, but she does have the blocking height to her. Although they do both wear the number, they both did wear the number 8 jersey for the Cards.
And after a quick shoot time break, Ford makes a serve for the Cardinals.
Jump ball going in favor of the Cardinals.
Salivi looking to make a play. And Roach is going to bring that one back in Cardinals territory. Salivi again.
That's off the antenna. Which I feel like that would be fun if they allowed those balls to be in play off the antenna. Something. I mean, you're looking at a completely different trajectory of the ball after it hits off, that goes somewhere else. I think it's supposed to say that the ball would go out as that attack hit it, but I feel like that would be a little fun rule change they could make somewhere down the line just in the sport of volleyball in general. Probably in the minority for that one.
Yeah, I think you are. And Salivi looking to make a play. Moore's going to deny her, and Jillian now. And Jillian Roach with a play. The senior captain.
I mean, yet again, the ceiling is still in play, so I feel like the antenna might be a little much.
Yep.
Do you have any clue what I'm talking about?
Nope, not at all.
For any of our viewers out there, when the ball hits the ceiling, it is still in play, so they have to play it as it lies off the basketball hoops, off the ceiling, hits a nail, they got to play off it.
Looking at this, I mean, the viewers can't see it, but the ceiling at Darien High School's gym is something.
You want to describe it?
I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. There's just a ton of pillars out there, but we'll get back into the action. Salivi looking to make a play. And she's going to get it, making it 12-11.
Not exactly sure what Moore was doing on that one. She saw the tip from the front row on that and just started clapping, it appeared, almost like she was saying somebody else had the ball, not realizing that it was just to her right, and let it go. Not exactly sure, nonetheless, point Cardinals.
And Darnell with the serve. And that's another one that's been short.
Again, Darien makes the mistake, gives the point to the Cardinals. Greenwich needs to capitalize and go on that scoring run, and they have not been able to do so this afternoon.
And Salivi is not going to get that one, just a little bit too long. Now 13-11.
Not exactly sure who they were looking for the touch on. That ball, I thought, pretty clearly went up the middle of Darien defenders and out of play. Guess they were looking for something. Giannis keeping it in.
And
Leon.
Moore with a great play.
Oh,
And Leon is going to get called for touching the net.
or net violation.
Net violation, that's what it's called. I knew that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And you've got to give her credit. She had the nice block, was caught a little bit out of position on it. I think Greenwich was looking for the interference on it because she did kind of come over the net on it and just hit it on her way back, which didn't exactly help.
And a great save right there about the Greenwich defense, but they're not going to be able to capitalize. Jillian Roach with a big spike.
That's just how you know she hits the ball hard, when it comes almost back over the net from the back row. And that time didn't have enough on it, but Darien's fine with that. An ace.
And Greenwich going to take a timeout. And we'll take a short break here. We'll be back in about 1 minute. And back into the action, Aubrey Moore serving for the Wave.
Darien has a nice run on it. They're looking to continue that. And Greenwich is just looking to ice the server.
Gillespie is going to get denied right there. That was, I believe that was...
Jennifer Andia.
Thank you.
And Daya, rather.
And Daya.
Not sure if that's how I would pronounce it, but probably go with Andea. But you got to trust Mr. Sweeney on the PA. Plus, that way you can blame him if it's not right.
Yep. And Gillespie, just too much on that one. And now Greenwich looking to make a little bit of a run, only a 2-point deficit. And the Greenwich sideline and fans start to get a little bit louder.
Saleeby's got that nice standing serve to her, and once again getting it over. See, that's what I'm talking about.
And there was a ceiling play.
See, I wish I didn't tell you that, just to see what your reaction to that would have been. Hitting off one of the many pillars.
It is a weird rule. You got to give it that.
How is it weird, though?
What if it hits a basketball hoop?
It's in play. You have a jumbotron at the what do we call it? The net line. That's in play. Basketball hoops, whatever. It's in play.
Weird rule, but Roach now serving for the Wave.
As we learned in the FCIAC championship, our DAF table was in play apparently.
Yeah, how many volleyballs have hit the monitor for DAF, Braden?
Oh, I'm not sure if the viewers want the timeline, but we've lost at least 2 or 3 monitors thanks to volleyball. Most notably, Sarkisian last year, the Dayton commit in warm-ups, drilling one as hard as she could. Our guy not paying attention on it, hitting the monitor, smacking the back of it. I think it actually survived that. I thought that hit the line.
The Wave are going to get that one. Now 18-15 as Savannah Leon serves.
It's just got to hit that tannish yellow line, and I thought it had it. But certified official right there knows what he's doing. Ooh, that's not the greatest server. See, can they get it over Saleeby?
Saleeby with a big one right there.
Darien's going to capitalize now. There we go.
And they're going to get it.
That's just how you do it right there,
Great
especially.
tap by Gillespie.
when you get the bad service receive on it, you force Salibi to just hit it as hard as she could on the free ball. And Darien's doing a great job to capitalize on that. Going to Gillespie on the outside. It's one of the most dangerous balls to defend as a defense. When that free ball, you set up the other team's offense, and Gillespie capitalizing right there. Again, more trouble on the serve receive for the Cardinals.
And Marin Black puts that one in Darien territory, or excuse me, Greenwich territory. And that one hit the...
That one's not good. Can't go over the net off the deflection.
That's another rule that I am new to learn, but that's why you're our expert.
Salibi hit it up, hit off the basketball hoop, and went over the net without a touch. You can't do that, unfortunately. The ball is considered out on that. You got to hit it over. You got to play it off if it stays on your own side. So that time, Greenwich getting on the wrong end of that. That ball was out.
Greenwich getting that one. Now 20-16.
Again, I do still think volleyball expert is a little much, though.
I don't know. I mean, what about CIAC? Volleyball expert? You can give you that.
Oh, fine, I'll give myself that. I mean, I'm no Chris Leone out here. I'm just trying to help you out, Connor Fagan, and feel like I'm holding my own. No Georgia Tech volleyball product, though.
And Moore looking for a play. That's going to be too long. Now 20-17, a 3-point deficit right now.
For Greenwich,
the Cardinals.
For Greenwich, sorry to cut you off there. For Greenwich, this is just important to stay in the striking distance. To get it down to a 1-2, 3-point Darien lead so you can come back with a couple kills and not force yourself too big it down in the hole that you got to dig yourself out later in the match.
And Marin Black with a great play. Now 21-17, giving Gillespie a chance to serve.
That ball went up and right back down off the hand of Black. Just a beautiful swing for her on the outside, really in the middle, getting the kill.
And Ford looking for one. Jillian trying to save it.
She did. Free ball, let's see what the Cardinals could do now.
Ford looking to make a play. And they're not going to get that one. I think that just hit the corner.
And that one was good communication on Darien. Roach ball on the ground, Gillespie jumping up and grabbing it. And Darien just picking up the point on that one.
And Salivi with a great dig. Ford's going to bring it to the Darien side. Marin Black looking for a spike. And she's not going to get that one.
That's a net violation. And head coach Lori LaRusso not happy with that call. So the referees are going to meet on it because I think the down referee didn't see it.
And they're going to have a little bit of a talk right now.
Like I said, the chair referee gave it to the Cardinals. It's going to be interesting, and that she's going to keep it with the Cardinals. Not violation on Marin Black. Like I said, I thought the kill was clean. I guess on the follow-through, she might have grabbed the net.
Well, Ford will serve again for the Cards.
Looks like Darien just got in rotation there.
And that was a tough one for Roach. Now making it 19-22. That was an ace for Ford. And the Greenwich bench is jumping up and down. And I think we've seen a mood change tonight.
Yeah, and you could tell when head coach Lori LaRusso came out to call that timeout, she was not happy with that one. I think she was a little fed up with that call from the referees on it and then the error on that one. So she's just trying to get her team back in the mindset. They only need 3 more points to close out this second set, and they do have 2 timeouts. So you take one early, try to get your team back in the mindset, and only take that second one if you really need to late in the set.
CIAC Girls Volleyball will be back in just a minute. And Ford to come back with the serve for the Cardinals.
Ford's had the nice serving run so far, looking to stay hot on it.
Just a 3-point differential right now. And Moore looking to make a play. And she will. That one coming off the tips of Sarkisian.
Sarkisian just going up for that one. Couldn't quite keep the block level with it. Kind of angled the hands a bit and it went off her, then out of play. So there's not much you can do on it. And now head coach Linehan's going to take her second time out of the set.
And we'll be back in just a minute. And Ellie Moore, the Wave just need 2 more points to close out this second set. And not going to get that one. Cardinals now make it 23-20.
And that's one that I don't know what the confusion is on the Greenwich team, but I don't think that was the play they were trying to run, because the head coach Marianne Linehan was confused on something after they won the point. I mean, I'm not here to speculate or anything, but it still was a good point by Sarkisian. Great help by Leone.
And a great block by there. I believe that was Moore. Now the Darien offense looking to get set up. And they're going to get one. Jillian Roach with a big spike. Now 1 more point to close out this second set. 24-20.
That is just textbook from Jillian Roach on the outside. The great set and just spiking that one home for the kill. And Darien's now got the set point.
Now this gym's really pumped up. That's going to do it for the second set. A great serve right there from Leone. Braden, what do you take away from this second set?
I saw that Darien made adjustments. They crispened up, made less errors for Greenwich. They had the opportunities again. They're just not able to convert, Connor Fagan. And in a CIAC quarterfinal match like this, you got to take everything and you got to make the most of it. And when Greenwich is getting the opportunities and they're just still failing to convert on it, it's going to cost you. And I think that's a big part why they're down 2-0. But with that said, volleyball's unique in the sense that you can throw the first 2 sets out the window. Greenwich just needs to play these next 25 points, because if they lose this set, their season is done and Darien moves to the state semifinals.
A lot of pressure packed in this third set. We'll be back in about 3 minutes.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut. DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network,
and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
And to start off this third set, it'll be Aubrey Moore for the Wave to serve. We welcome you back to the CIAC volleyball stream. And Greenwich is going to get that one. That was Jennifer Andaya.
6-4-7.
It's a good start right there for Greenwich, the heads-up play. And
it's our favorite name to pronounce, Lucia Spanhol.
Spaniel.
Spaniel.
At least I think so. Oh, that's a good shot by Gillespie. Mistimed it, but still recovered.
And 2-0. Cardinals leading.
This is exactly what we saw in that FCX semifinal between these two teams. Darien went up 2-0, but the Cardinals came out firing early in the third set. They took it 26-24 and won the set. So they're going to look to try to keep the momentum going with it, try to take home this third set and keep their season alive for another set. Now we go back to the fundamentals. That's all it is.
And that one just a little bit too short for Cassidy Bonney on the Cardinals. Now the Wave will serve with Jillian Roach.
I gotta say, whoever brought the cowbell, I have respect for that on the Darien side. Not every day you hear cowbell inside the gym.
Especially in the gym.
Oh, it's more of a football thing, you hear it, but I kind of like it in the volleyball gym. Just like that, it's tied up 2-2. Greenwich right there, not able to keep it in. Again, the Cardinals have had the opportunities. They can't make those errors, though, especially when they're trailing 2-0. That's outside the antenna. And why Darien didn't play that, especially with the fact that the chair referee kept the ball going. You got to play until the whistle. The line judge clearly called it. But if you're Darien, you still got to give it an attempt just so that you can always protest it after the fact. Because you never know if the referee never saw it or anything. There's still a good call by the line judge to make it.
And a little bit too much on that one for Roach. And the tie set right now, 3-3.
I believe he's going to look to go on a little bit of a service run here, trying to keep the Cardinals back in. It is 3-3, but Darien can accelerate at any point, so Greenwich wants to build themselves a lead. Great cross-court shot for Moore on that one. Again, just taking it simple, and the heads-up play, picking up the point for the Wave.
And Leon now serving.
Saved by Spaniel, but that one's out.
And that one hit the antenna.
Couldn't tell if it hit it or if it went on the outside of it. You have a better view than I.
Let's call it the field goal post.
Was?
I don't even know.
Did you just refer to it as a field goal
I mean,
post?
that's the closest thing I could relate it to. You got to give me that.
One's a giant yellow steel baller. The other one's
Both keep
red
it
and white.
in bounds.
Like, but the
Oh,
I'm
and
not even
we
gonna
almost got a
argue that.
ceiling play right there.
I'm not even going to waste the breath on that.
And a good save right there by Jillian Rote.
That's going to be a violation.
And a violation on the wave.
Again, it's rare for Moore to have Roach to have all these violations against her. Normally, this Darien team is so crisp on those sets and those passes, and I don't know what's happening on them today. They had those 2 back-to-back in the opening set, a couple in the second set, and one right there.
And that one's just going to...
Off the antenna.
Oh, I thought that was... that's my bad. So now 6-4.
We all make mistakes. It's okay.
And that one's counted as in. Greenwich were looking for the call, not going to get it. Now 7-4.
Line judge right there pretty firmly stuck that flag down. He saw it in, gave the point to Darien. Great form by the official on that one. The ball he saw was in, gave it to Darien. He thought there could have been more dictation to it.
Salivi looking to make a play, not going to get it. And Moore with an uninspected spike right there. Get a replay on that one.
And what I like to see out there
Faked out the Greenwich defense.
She's also got that left-handed swing to her that threw off Greenwich. But as I was saying, what I like to see out there for Darien, they're smiling. They're having fun out there. It's work as usual, but they're having a good time out there and enjoying it. And I feel like it makes the better culture there, the better team chemistry, and they overall play better when they're having fun out there. That's going to be a double touch. Can't do that.
And now making it 9-4. Darien continuing.
I would have lost that bet if you told me 2 of the best setters in the state, Moore and Spaniel, coming in making these errors left and right. I would have lost that bet. I mean, these are 2 of the most consistent setters in the state, as I just said.
And I don't know what's going on, but they're talking about it.
They're going to do a redo.
Redo.
Why?
I don't know. The whole gym kind of went silent for a second.
So the referees kill play. They're going to restart it. Gillespie's going to serve it.
And Moore looking for a play, and she's going to get it off the Greenwich libero. Now making it 10-4.
That's just a strong swing on the outside. Giannis couldn't do much on that. Tried to dig it, couldn't quite.
Now the Wave with a 6-point lead.
And again, every time in these past 2 sets, we see this point of acceleration where we know Greenwich has to go. I think that point is right now. That's a good start for the Cards, that is.
And you got to give it to Gillespie on going that great run.
And like I said, that's one of those things where you have such a good scoring run. You make an error, who cares?
Yeah.
You know, just put it behind
She really brushed that one off. She wasn't too disappointed
You gave
about
your
it.
team the lead, and now you just got to focus on trying to win this 3rd set and advance to the state semifinals against Southington. Ursig now serving.
And Marin Black with a great play. Drops that one into no man's land.
I just saw right there, Marin Black, the hitter in the middle, 5'11" on the roster. Wasn't the best set, went a little high on her, still could get her wingspan up and off her fingertips. Still put the force on it to pick up the point for Darien. So it just shows you height makes all the difference in volleyball. Nice roll shot from Salibi.
And Marin Black again. 2 points in a row for her. And that's going to force Greenwich to take a timeout. And Braden, what do you think's going on in that Greenwich huddle right now?
I think they got to talk through what's not been working and how do you change that right now. They've been making errors. Marin Black is getting hot in the middle. You need to stop that if you're Greenwich, because you're playing for your season right now. You're 13 points away from elimination, your season being over. So you need to find a way to stop Black. You need to find a way to capitalize on those Darien errors. And I think that's what head coach Linehan's telling his team is slow it down. Go back to the fundamentals. We don't need this high top 10 play kill. Rather, just get it over the net. Force Darien to make the error. Try to get something going, because to be honest, they're not setting themselves up in the best situation to succeed.
Darien leading 12-5. We'll be back in just a moment.
Back on DAF Media Network.
Ellie Moore serving for the Wave.
Ooh. That's what I was talking about right there, Connor, trying to talk it over. Communication's one of those things that you got to get better, especially this late in the season. You played 20-plus games. You can't have a ball like that where Sarkissian's just putting the weak attempt to try to get it over the net, and Darien's going to take that 9 times out of 10.
And Salibi's not going to get that one for Greenwich. Now making that 14-5. Darien 1 point away from making a 10-point lead.
Big swing in the middle. Can she get it again?
Again. The Greenwich defense doing a great job
of transition,
controlling Marin Black's spikes. And Darien's going to get that one, now a 10-point lead.
So that time right there, the ball hit off the net, and it was not touched by a Darien player, so it does not force the reset, which means they still have the 3 hits to get it over in the second that they hit it. For the 4th touch, it was the 4-touch violation, and going for Darien.
And another spike for Jillian Roach, making it 16-5.
Darien's now starting to get hot here, up by 11. The Cardinals, their chances are looking slim here, and they're facing extinction every point that they give up. And again, what's at stake for Greenwich? This is a Cardinal team that has not ended their season on a loss since 2019.
And Roach not able to save that one. But Braden, like we talked about, after a big run like that, they can't be too mad with themselves after making a small mistake.
No, especially when you're giving yourself a 10-point lead, and now you're just 9 points away from playing Southington in the state semifinals. Where that game will be beats both of us, somewhere upstate. But DAF Media will have the coverage for that if Darien wins today and plays Southington in the state semis.
And Marin Black again, this is just her set. I believe that's her 3rd spike of this set.
And you could tell the smile is so big on her face. She was so fired up on that one right there. One of the most rewarding feelings when you get the perfect set going up, spike it down on the ground, and you just beat the defenders, and that's exactly what Black did right there.
And Greenwich, the Greenwich bench trying to get momentum back. You got 17-7 on the scoreboard.
I'm going to give it to Sarah Burnin. Burnin was called up for the CIAC tournament, so she was not on the roster during the regular season. A sophomore for head coach Linehan, looking to get her some experience next season.
And Roach going to make it 18-7.
Like I said, Burnin is a sophomore. She's going to be the key player for this Cardinals team the next 2 years. if you're Coach Linehan, that's what you're building around in the next 2 years. So the more time you can get her in these state playoff games, the more time, the better. And that time, just Darien overpowered. Great one-handed save by Gillespie.
And Roach failing to put that one in bounds. 18-8. Still a 10-point differential.
And if you're Darien, that's a comfortable lead right now. You just got to play your own game. Keep on marching down at 25. Spaniel will serve.
And that one's going to be short. You can't do that, especially in crunch time where you need every point you can get to beat this Wave.
No, and on that one right there, I think Spaniel, just some frustration with what she's seen from her Cardinals today and just not being able to get the job done and potentially seeing her senior season slip up like that as she's 6 points away from this Cardinals team being eliminated. So just some fatigue on that and some frustration into that serve. Great block.
And again, Darien trying to block, not going to get it though, in bounds.
Still a good attempt. You got to intimidate the opposition on that one. Go up for the block. And
Salivi will serve for the Cardinals.
That's going to go for Darien.
20-9. The Wave just 5 points away from continuing their run in the CIAC tournament.
Served by Leon. She's looking to finish this one out as she did in the regular season.
And not going to get that dig was the Wave.
Nice tip by Andaya. Looking to get the Cardinals to serve back. And Giannis, the junior libero for the Cardinals, looking to give him the serving run, keep the season alive, try to get the Cards back in this third set.
Let's see what the junior can do on this serve. And Gillespie looking for a spike, but blocked by the Greenwich defense. Now Ford looking to make a play.
Net violation on Black.
Net violation, and Cardinals are keeping this, trying to keep as much of alive as they can.
That's it.
And that one's in. Greenwich with their fingers crossed that'd be out, but they're not going to get that one. And now Gillespie will serve for the Wave.
That's what I don't understand right there, especially trailing by 10. You got to go for every ball. Like, you can't be guessing that it's going to go in and out, especially this late in the season and this late in the game. It's a little shocked they just watched that one. That's an ace.
Greenwich not going to get that one. The ball coming up in the booth.
And timeout for Greenwich, and I think I know what's going through that huddle right now. I think it's head coach Marianne Linehan telling them, I know the scoreboard's not in our favor. I know all odds are against us, but you still got to go out there and fight. You can't hand this to Darien, because I haven't seen any fight in this Greenwich team as of late, and Darien's going to keep walking like that. You need, if you're Greenwich, to get fired up, try to put the effort on. We saw that in that FCIAC championship match where Trumbull was going down in the fifth set, but they fought to the very end, scored 6 unanswered points, forced Darien's hand. That's what Greenwich needs to do. They can't just keep making these silly errors, giving up the aces. They need to fight, get the good attack, the good set, the good swing, and force Darien's hand, because they just haven't done that this third set.
The Wave just 3 points away from securing this game. We'll be back in a moment. And Gillespie now on the serve, looking to finish this one out for the Wave.
3 more points, that's all you need, and you're going against Southington on Wednesday.
And just a little error from there.
That's a good start for Greenwich right there, using the timeout, trying to ice Darien. Now it's going to go down to the senior Ursig, who again needs to go on a serving run to try to keep her cards in it.
And another short serve. We've seen a lot of those today. Darien just 2 points away now.
That's just... you can't do that right there, but you got to give credit on that one. As I just saw coming on the court, Sky Wilson, number 7, she's trying to get her cards fired up. Gave them all the fist bump, the high five. She's trying to get them going because she doesn't want to end on this match. Nice dig by Leon.
And Marin Black with a great play. Just having a great game. Now 1 point away from going to Southington.
Well, they wouldn't be going to Southington.
Playing against Southington.
Some neutral site they'll be going to, but still a great swing by Black, and you love to see the sophomore continuing to dominate on the attack.
And that's going to do it. And the Darien team now celebrating as they win their quarterfinal matchup.
And for Greenwich right there, that's not how they wanted to end their season. They're going to come off the court for their final time. Darien, you're happy with that. You now got the Southington Blue Knights on Wednesday. Who knows where that match will be. Still a good match for Darien, and Greenwich just not the match that they wanted to go out on. This team is capable of so much more, and they just couldn't quite get the job done today.
Darien continues their undefeated season at 19-0, and that's going to do it for the Greenwich Cardinals.
Like I said, I think it was a good season. This is a young team. They brought in Burn-In a little bit, so she's going to look to spark this Greenwich team next season. So they have some potential in them. They're just going to need to get it going next year. And for Darien, they got to keep the hopes alive. Haven't won a state title since 2014. Looking to end the drought. They ended the CIAC drought, and they're now 2 wins away from picking up the next state title. To head coach Floyd LaRusso's name in the Blue Wave.
And before we go, I just want to thank our DAF Media crew, Griffin Banks, David Popson,
Will Massey, Andrew Olson, and up top we got Keith Davey. So the all-star crew working here tonight.
I've been Connor Fagan. Alongside me has been Braden Shank. Thank you so much for tuning in.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.